Good afternoon, my fellow heroes and mga kapunchers. This is your N Hero Nagato again for another daily dose of OPM video. So for today's video, everyone, we'll be talking about the guy himself, King, that is said to be released in the next coming days. I think the release will be this Saturday, August 1st, in Global. So we'll be talking about him. So if you'd like to know more about it, just kindly tune in. And please do not forget, to comment, to like, and to subscribe. I could remember like a month ago, we're already like at 300 subscribers right now. And when I started, I was just, I have 8 followers and they're actually my friends. So thank you so much, guys, for being part of this amazing community. And yeah, let's get it on. Mga kapunchers, don't forget to subscribe, ring the notification bell, like, comment, and share for more OPM related videos. So for those who are asking if I'm gonna pull for him, definitely. I'm actually planning to. I would like to show you my current. Oh, why are you still here, King? I'll see you later, okay? There. So this is my current lineup in Arena, guys. So I'm running a speed burst team. So I will definitely pull for King. That is because I would like to use either, or I would like to replace it with uh, Tank Top Master or Super Alloy. Because I would like to, use King as one of my, not really like a hybrid, someone who can do damage and someone who's not, a little bit squishy. So someone who can really be part of my frontliners as well. So definitely I'm going to pull for him. So you can tune in for the guaranteed 180 block tickets. I would try to get at least 180 just to make sure, but I'm hoping to get at least let's say 3 duplicates for me to be able to 4-star the guy, and hopefully we'll be able to get his character figure as well. Okay, so my fellow heroes, King. King is actually one of, or second, the second exclusive unit that has been, or that's going to be released in the global game of OPM. So he's an Esper unit, and the skills are very straightforward. I'm gonna show it to you right now. If you'll just give me a quick sec. My fellow heroes, before we proceed, I'd like to give a big shout out to our friend in Singapore, Beck. Beck, I know you're going to watch the video. Thank you so much for the time that you have spent with me to discuss about this and even translate this in English for other fellow heroes or our fellow heroes to understand. So this video is actually dedicated, and we're all thankful for what you've done to the community. So for the basic attack, King stares at a single target, afflicting shatter for 2 rounds, recover 30%, receive 30% extra more damage, and heals own HP for 80%. So I think this one is very straightforward. He'll attack, and he'll go ahead and heal himself as well. But this is not the reason why King will shine in PvE and PvP arena. It's actually because of the second or his ultimate that we're going to discuss right now. So mga kapunchers and my fellow heroes, this is actually something that I'm really excited about, his ultimate. So let's go through it. King walks to the center of the battlefield and frighten the enemy's team, afflicting the enemies with fear, which seals 2 energy for 1 round. The fear with the max value prevail, and heals all allies HP for 50% of King's attack. So it's like a team heal. Most importantly, he's going to seal the energy gauge of your opponent. If you guys are confused or wondering, if you're a newbie, energy gauge, you needed to do ultimate or do ultimate attacks. So let's say the best scenario, HP, or you'll put HP speed or attack speed to King, and he will attack first. You'll be able to take a, or you will be put in an advantage, considering that your opponent will not be able to do ultimate. So in arena, guys, if you guys are wondering, or if you guys would like to know, the ideal setup is for 4 of your characters to do ultimate moves, for you to be able to increase the chances of winning, right? So that being said, if you're going to seal 2 of those energy gauge, well, I think you already know what's going to happen. Reason why he's really viable in the attack speed team right now, or attack speed shatter meta, in the PvP global arena, right? Wherein speed is very important for you to be able to win, and mainly because uh, you cannot survive let's say the battle that long, because you don't have a healer. But when, since we already have King, we can see a lot of changes in the meta right now, wherein you can already use Dr. Genis for survivability. You can already use, let's say, the guy right here, Deep Seeking, to be able to do reflect, and you'll be able to heal as well, if your opponent really attacks really hard. So yeah, I think this is going to be an interesting entrance in PvP and PvP, PvE and PvP scene, guys. The passive, guys, of King, I think it's very confusing when you read it, right? I don't know if this is the correct translation, but if you're going to read through it, King's basic attack and ultimate deals 20% attack damage, wherein there will be no energy that's going to be used. For every energy, pre-attack deals 20% attack as extra damage, up to 120% as an extra damage, right? And of course, permanently increases HP. So from what I have understood, the more ultimate gauge you have at the start of the game, let's say you will attack first and you already have 4, so that's actually 4 times 20%. So the more as we go through the leveling up, and there will be a lot of energy, ultimate energy gauge that will be added to you, let's say in talent Seagull, wherein you'll be able to increase your energy gauge, the more powerful he will become. Okay, and extra damage, I think you guys are already aware. If you're running a Shattered team, this passive would work perfectly. If we're talking about Atomic Samurai, if you also have Tatsumaki, for injury, wherein extra damage will be increased by a certain percentage, and of course your Shatter Golden Ball, right? So this passive is really would work perfectly for those heroes or players who are currently running Shatter Speed team, both in competing PvE and ranking up in arena. So I think that's pretty much all about the the passive, the skill set of King. Let's move forward with the equipment. Equipment highly recommended for you to use either Swordsman. I don't have. I think I have Atomic Samurai here. Yeah, here, guys. So Atomic Samurai gear is actually Swordsman, wherein every time is an enemy is attacked, deals additional 10% extra damage to the target. So if we're going to do the calculation a while ago, if you have Swordsman and the as a buff gear set for King, the extra damage will be ramped up. So we're talking about 30% for Swordsman, and of course I think you already know the upgraded gear of Swordsman, which is very difficult to farm right now. I'm really having a hard time. I was just really lucky to get this, guys. And this one is even def. I'm still waiting for my attack speed night set to exchange with this. This is the night set, guys, wherein there will be an additional damage, deals on, I'm talking about extra damage still, but the only difference is the main target will take double extra damage. So that's roughly around 20% for the main enemy or main opponent, and the remaining the 5 remaining characters will receive 10%. That's on top of the, let's say, percentage for the attack, extra attack for king. So we're talking about if you have a knight set, again, if you have a swordsman set, that's 30, roughly around 30, but it would increase as you level up the skill, right? And then if you're going to put him or put if you're going to use knight gear set or buff set, it will be roughly around 40%. That's the basic, right? 40% extra damage and another 10% extra damage. So if you still have like a lot of slot in your arena, you would even like to add Sky King, but we're going to talk about what would be the best lineup for him in the next coming minutes. But the again, the recommended gear would be Swordsman and Knight set for King. We're talking about, if we're talking about the subset, I think you already know. He needs or he must attack first. My fellow heroes. It's highly recommended for you to maximize him. So it's attack speed or HP speed. If you're going to ask me, I'm actually planning to do hybrid, like HP speed 1, and then the remaining would be attack speed, just to play around with it. I think that would fly. So lastly, guys, we're going to talk about the lineups that would benefit from the emergence or entrance of King in the global community. So let's talk about the first recommended team. We have King, Child Emperor, Golden Ball, Deep Sea King, Carnage Kabuto, Sky King. I think you already know, it's very straightforward. You have a healer there, you have a core, which is Child Emperor. You also have Deep Sea King, Sky King, and Carnage Kabuto that would work as a tank, but the main reason why Sky King is there, you can just level or limit break it, the character to 2, and then there will be an additional, I think, 20% for extra damage. I sometimes use this guy right here, but I rarely do that because right now, well, I might use him now because there's someone who would complement his passive, so definitely worth trying, and it's not that it's not too expensive for you to get a Sky King or for you to level up a Sky King, right? Second lineup would be Child Emperor, Atomic Samurai, Golden Ball, Carnage Kabuto, and Sky King, and still the core would be Child Emperor. Definitely, I think he would work with let's say Dr. Jenna's core in the next coming months. We're expecting the release of Zombie Man, so there will be an additional stat whenever an enemy or a character will heal itself. So definitely that is something that we need to look forward to. The third one is when the release of Metal Knight. You'll be able to play around with it because the passive of Metal Knight would work let's say perfectly with King. So I think these are your lineups that you can play around. But rule of the thumb, my fellow heroes and Maka Punchers, if you're running a Shatter team, it would work perfectly for you. And if you're going to ask me, Nagato, what if I'm running a burn AoE damage team with VM, with Konbu? I think this wouldn't, because that's damage over time. That's actually DOT, guys. So I don't think that would fly, but I would highly recommend for you to pull King, to pull for King or to do recruit someone for King, primarily because he's a healer, and right now we don't have like a hero healer aside from Smileman. So I would definitely, if you're going to ask my personal vendetta or opinion, I would definitely put King in my main lineup in the next coming day. So I would like to ask everyone to pray for me and be with me. I'll be uploading a video again for that recruit summon. I'd like to try, or I'd like to do 180 elite or recruit or black ticket summon. So let's go and check about it. So yeah, I think that's pretty much about it, guys. King is a very flexible character in the game. But there were just some talks in the Chinese version right now, wherein Dogman, right, is coming, and it's actually same with King, but the only difference is he will block the energy gauge. I'm talking about Dogman, and he would give you energy gauge as well if you use him. But that's going to be confirmed this coming Saturday as well. So in global, King will be released in China and Taiwan server. In Taiwan server rather, Dogman will be released. Okay, so I think that's pretty much about it. I will just do a little bit of grinding here, my fellow heroes. So thank you so much for staying with me. This has been your N Hero Nagato. May we all have a lovely evening. Thanks, guys.